Handbrake is an open source tool built by volunteers for converting video from nearly any format into a selection of formats widely supported by codecs. You can convert your video from virtually any format into MP4 format, and the best part of it is an open source, which means it is free to use and share and reshare with your friends. And it's multi-platforms in that it is available for Windows, Mac operating system, and even Linux. So to get to Handbrake, all you need is to come to your browser, go to the Google and just search for Handbrake, and you can see it over here, handbrake.fr. Once you click on this handbrake.fr, it's going to bring you over here, and you can see the download down here. You can see it's going to specify for your own operating system. So the system you're on is what is going to specify. For this one, it's a Mac operating system, so it has already detected that this is Mac operating system, and it is giving us the download for Mac operating system. However, it is available for different operating system from Mac to Windows. You can see up to Windows 10 and later versions, and you can see it is even available also on Linux. So to download it, it's very simple and it's free. Just go ahead and click on download Handbrake, and you're going to download Handbrake. So once you download it, you can go ahead and install it. It's very easy to install. So let me show you in this video the best settings, how you can get the best quality in terms of the settings, and how you can even save the particular settings that you have as presets. So later on, with just a simple click, you can be able to convert your videos into smaller sizes and without losing quality. So once you installed, you can come over here and you can see it over here. You can see it down here. Once you install it, you can see it over here. Okay, so it's attempting to open, so you can just go ahead and click on open. So you can go ahead to navigate to the location where you have the video saved within your system. You can just go ahead and select the location. For my own case, it's under recordings, and it's under Handbrake best settings. Over here we can come to videos, and this is the video I want to try to encode or to reduce the size, and you can see the size is almost 4 GB. And let's see how it's going to affect, how it's going to reduce the size. So you can click on open over here, and it's going to open it in our Handbrake. So the first thing you should pay attention to the left is the summary. At the summary, you can just specify that what you are targeting is MP4. This is the format. You can check, you can see MKV, you can see WebM. You can just go ahead and try if you want. But for this tutorial, the best settings is MP4. Everything here is kept at default. You can just go ahead and go on to the next one, which is dimensions. Dimension also, everything is kept at default. We usually specify resolution limits here to 1080p, which is the HD high definition format, best for YouTube and other platforms. If you are targeting other platforms also, you can use 4K or 8K, which is Ultra HD if you want. But for this tutorial, we are going to limit it to HD, which is 1080p for YouTube, and 1080p for YouTube. You can see you can go up to 720, but for this tutorial we are going to go for HD 1080p. So select HD 1080p, optimal size, we select it, and everything here is being kept at default. You can go to the filters over here, everything is at default. The next one is we go to videos, and for the video you just make sure you select the H.264. So this is the best settings, H.264 x264. You select it, and then you can specify the frame rate. In cases if you don't know, you are not sure of the frame rate, you can keep it as same as source, so it's going to convert it to the same frame rate that it is at the source clip that you are trying to convert. Okay, but if you know specifically which one you are targeting, you can just go ahead and specify. If it is 30, you can give 30. If it is 60, you can go ahead and put 60. But for now, for this tutorial, we keep it as same as source, which is going to automatically select whether it is 30 or 60. So for the variable, for the other settings, I used to have constant frame rate and the average bitrate. I don't select any, and you can see everything is kept at default here. The profiling, the level, everything is kept at default. And the next thing I usually touch is I touch the quality over here. As you move across to the left, you are increasing the size. Okay, the size is increasing and the quality also is increasing. But if you come up towards the left, you can see the size is reducing and the quality is also reducing. But then the reduction in quality can be minimal. Okay, but in this case, I go as far as 26, which is the highest I used to go. I keep everything at 26. If you go below 26, you're going to alter the sizing. The constant quality section varies bitrate to ensure that visual quality remains relatively constant throughout the video. Adjust the quality slider to the right to increase quality or to the left to decrease quality in small increment of plus or minus 1 to 2. Recommended settings are 18 to 28. 18 to 28 is usually the recommended settings, so I usually go as far as 26. Okay, so you keep the video at 26. Now the audio, I don't touch anything. You can see everything is kept at default, and the subtitles, I don't touch anything. The chapters also, I don't touch anything here. So the next thing is I specify the location where I want to save this file. So usually I specify, go to the location, go to Handbrake, and go to Handbrake best settings, go to the videos, and then I can go ahead and create another folder and call it Handbrake export. Okay, I can call it Handbrake export, and then I can choose this file, and this my conversion is going to go to that particular file that we just selected. Now before I run this before I go on and run it, there's a way we can save this as a preset. Okay, so you can come all the way over here, you can click to save these settings as a preset. So the next time you want to convert, with just a simple click, all of these settings that we've selected are going to be automatically imported into your video, and with just one click you start converting to whatever quality you are targeting. Okay, so the preset name, usually I give it YouTube, but this one I'm going to give it YouTube X, and it's going to be saved under any category. For example, I have YouTube 1, or if you don't have a specific category, you can create a category as a YouTube. For example, YouTube, I call it YouTube X, and we can go ahead and say okay, and I can just go ahead and click on add to add that particular setting. So the next time I want to convert, with just a simple click, I'll just come down here, I can come to YouTube X, and I can see it, YouTube X over here. Once I select it, it's going to go ahead and convert it using those particular settings that I've just initially stated. So once I've set everything, now I have everything set up, I can just come all the way here. I can start the rendering, or I can add to queue. If I have multiple items or multiple files that I want to convert, I can add to queue and then go ahead and import another file. Or if I just want to convert this particular one, I can just go ahead and click on start, and it's going to start rendering the rendering process. So this might take some time, so I'm going to show you the before and the after of the conversion, how it is affected. Let's just give you some time. I'll resume the video once we have the rendering process completed. Okay, so right now it has just finished the rendering, so let's try to compare the size before and after. So let's go back here. We can have the before over here, so you can just right click, come to get info, and you'll be able to see that this is about 4 GB of size, this one. And let's try to open the second one, which is our final finished product, this one. And let's go to get info, and we can see it side by side. This is about 500 or less than 500 megabytes. And I think the ratio is quite fantastic. For you to have uploaded up to 4 gig and replaced with just 500 megabyte, less than 500 megabyte, is something exceptionally useful. Okay, so you can tweak it around, and you'll be assured that the quality will not be tampered with, as well as you'll have a very fantastic size. And let's try to play the video and see the reduction in quality, which I promise you are not going to notice anything. So this is the finished version, and if you play this, let's try to play through. You can see nothing reduced in terms of the quality, nothing. Let me please play the previous one. Okay, so this is the original one. There's nothing you will notice as regards the quality reduction. No, nothing. Everything is the same, nearly same. Let's say same. Yeah, so I think this is how to use the Handbrake, the best settings that I have been using so far to reduce the sizing of my videos without compromising the quality. Now, if you have multiple videos, for example, you are creating an online course and you want to reduce the sizes in bits, okay, maybe in classes, based on classes, topics that you've covered through the courses, you can upload them and add them to queue. Let me just give you an example of how to upload multiple and add them to a queue and then render them at the same time. So you can come to open source over here, and if assuming you have more than one video, so for example, let me go to this and let's come to tutorials 2023. Let's say in this in March, I think I had a course that I submitted to Alison, recently, let's say Bing AI tutorial. Okay, so these are courses that I've made, for example 1 to about 15 of them. So all you need is just to start by selecting each one. For example, this one talks about computer code. I can just select it and click on open, and then specify the location where I want it to save. For example, I want it to save in this location. Maybe I create a new folder and call it Handbrake. Okay, I can click on OK to this, and everything is going to be saved under this file. I can choose this. So subsequently, I don't need to choose any location. All the videos I have uploaded are going to go to that location. So I can just come over, make sure I select everything, or if I'm using the preset, I can just come to YouTube X and just go ahead and select YouTube X, and all the features, all the specifications that I have are going to be there. So for multiple files, you can just come add to queue over here, and it has been added to the queue. You can see the number over here. You can even open the queue and see how many videos you have. Right now I just added this one. These 3 have been rendered, so this is the one I have currently at the queue. Okay, so to add more, you can just come over here again, and it will take you to the same file, so you can just go ahead and add more. For example, this talks about an ebook, how to write an ebook. You can just click on open, and it will just open. So all you need is to just add it to the queue, and you can see you now have 2 folders queued. Okay, you can add more. Come to add more, and you can say generate YouTube ideas, and you can come to open, and you can just go ahead and add this also to the queue, and you can see you have 3 items, and you can always preview them and check how many items you've had. And then once you're done adding all of them, all the videos, you can just go ahead and say start queuing, or start the rendering process, or start the encoding, and it will start rendering all of them at the same time. So once it is finished the rendering, then you can have the completed version of your video. So I think this is a bit about how to use Handbrake to compress your videos to smaller sizes without compromising the quality. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up if you find any value to it. And don't forget to always hit the subscribe and notification buttons to stay connected to this channel for more and more videos like this. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.